Career moves at this time require a great deal of planning, preparation, and effort, but do advance your goals. You may have to deal with poor timing in professional matters, incompetence, moral crises, conflict of interests, governmental delays, unemployment, or job retraining. Business expansion is difficult and can be expensive. Avoid taking major business or financial risks, and plan to work within limits. Your feelings of security can be tested by people who are oppressive and who do not operate on your wavelength. Stable conditions can change through disruptive information. Your sense of security and values can be affected by people who are involved in your objectives. You may exert pressure to have your ideas accepted, but people can be uncooperative and difficult. Anxiety can lead to waves of insecurity because you cannot take anything for granted, or reach predictable conclusions in the current climate of unpredictable change. Security-based routines can be disrupted through the changes, which can result in separations or breaks. Arrangements may not work out according to plan. Be prepared and accept the temporary setbacks. Other people's financial concerns can affect your financial security, resulting in financial uncertainty. You must try the changes. The transit of Saturn square your natal Jupiter cuts your freedom of action and hinders many opportunities. It makes you work hard to maintain progress. It limits you financially and controls your expenses, so you learn to keep your money for a rainy day. It also brings legal difficulties of some kind, or makes you have to deal with legal issues that limit you and give unnecessary paperwork. This transit makes you confront perseverance and your capacity for resistance. You may discover that, as soon as your projects suffer any confrontations or difficulties, you lose interest or perseverance. When you are faced with difficulties, your mental attitude is being tested. This transit also tests whether what you do or think is real to you or not, and if you are able to act as you really think, and how you react to obstacles that seem to hinder your progress. In reality, this is a revaluation of your ideals and, consequently, your philosophy. It also causes you to make readjustments so that your work is more in accordance with your ideals about life. And so that you learn to take things with calmness and thoughtfulness. It makes it easy for you to test your optimistic attitude and your vision to re-examine how you can continue to grow and progress, learning directly from the lessons that life imposes on you. Love and private life. What are your expectations of happiness? If your answer is none at all, this is because life has taught you that expectations are pointless. But if you are still waiting and hoping for happiness, life has taught you a different lesson. You have learned not to give up in the face of setbacks as you hope for better times to come. Regardless of your answer, you are confronted with the question of what happiness means to you. This is precisely your issue at the moment. Saturn increases your sense of realism. If you have had exaggerated hopes in the past, you will now be required to tone them down. On the other hand, if you have given up waiting to be happy, this feeling may arrive completely unexpectedly to show you that it does exist after all. But you may also tend to force your happiness at this time. Your chances of succeeding at this are not particularly good right now. After all, forced happiness would not be genuine. Instead, try to take a more relaxed approach to things. When was the last time that you laughed? If you resonate with this reading, don't forget to subscribe.